Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching You Should Have Left, starring Kevin Bacon, Amanda Seyfried, and Avery Essex. And it's produced by Blumhouse Pictures, the same studio that gave us The Invisible Man. Well, at least has the same producer as The Invisible Man. And it's based off a novel of the same name, and in these times where we're still stuck at home and we need a good jolt to our systems, this thriller certainly provides a lot of that. Mainly because of solid performances by Kevin Bacon, Seyfried, and Essex, who portray this family going through a supernatural experience quite well. Let's get to the story, shall we? Kevin Bacon plays Theo, a middle-aged man who is married to a much younger woman who has had a certain tragedy occur in his past. In order to escape a marriage, not escape a marriage, to repair a marriage that has been falling apart at the seams, he sends himself and his family over to a rather great-looking house in Wales. However, when the family arrives at the house, they not only discover that their problems aren't going away, but they discover that the sins of the past might be coming to get them, and Theo in particular. He has to make sure he's able to get out with his wife and daughter intact, and also confront the things that he did in the past. So this film happens to be a psychological thriller in the best sense, one that directly involves the development of our characters, and Kevin Bacon in particular. Now, Amanda Seyfried and Avery Essex do a great job in their own. Essex especially does a great job as Ella, Theo's adorable daughter, but this is very much Kevin Bacon's show, showing him in various signs of dread and despair, and having him ultimately come to terms with his past and his actions driving the plot, and it works well with it. Bacon happens to deliver a solid performance that seems very much against type for an actor of his pedigree. If you look at a lot of his older films, he hasn't done a lot of films in the horror or thriller genres, so it does seem like a nice change of pace for an actor like him. And the same could be said for Amanda Seyfried, even if she doesn't get to be that involved in the horror aspect of the film. She's not in the film as much as I would have liked, and she doesn't have that much of a tragic past to go through, or if at all. So she does feel a little underutilized. Avery Essex, on the other hand, while she does serve a lot of the cynical purposes for an adorable daughter character, she does them very well. She's very cute, and she's very likable throughout the film. And, Essex is a rather excellent child actress, which is pretty rare for child actors, especially in horror films, in my opinion. At least to be one of her type that gets it down that well. But you can definitely see that the film's doing a good job hiding its low budget. While the film's very stylish and often very creepy with its sequences, a lot of the best sequences don't occur until the last 30 minutes. That's when the film gets to its best, in my opinion. There are some sequences that do feel like they're trying to get the runtime up to the requisite 90 minutes, and there's a lot of slow build-up before the big horror hits come in. But that's to be expected with a film of this type. It does feel like a version of The Shining in some respects, with the sequences with Bacon, albeit with less of a budget, less ambition, but still done competently enough to the point where it's a good distraction. So yeah, that along with a twist at the end that in my opinion works well with the film and its themes, means that it's a film that I feel you'll actually really enjoy if you're looking for this kind of film to tide you over for an hour and a half. That's why I'm going to give You Should Have Left an 8 out of 10. See you next time.